Hello violinists, welcome to Pro Arm Strings. I'm Henriette and this video is about Pretty Paper from 101 Violin Christmas songs by Hal Leonard. And this is a lovely tune in a slow waltz, so we don't need to play it very fast, but we do need to play it accurately. And to do that, I will show you how I bow it and where I put different types of fingerings in than you might expect. So let me show you my music first and we can talk through before we then play the song. So at the start of this piece I'm leaving everything the same, and my first slur is going to appear right here at the end of line 1. I'm slurring the dotted quarter note and the eighth note, or the dotted crotchet and the quaver here at the end. And then I've added a 2 to the long A here at the start of line 2. And then we come to this bar here at the end of line 2, and on the F natural I'm placing a first finger, then on the F sharp that follows a second finger, and then on the A that follows a fourth finger. So if you could add that to your music, in a moment we'll talk about that when we play it. So 1 on F natural, 2 on F sharp, and 4 on the A that follows. Then on line 3 here in the third bar, I'm starting a down bow. So I'm retaking the bows right here. So down bow on the C sharp. And an up bow here towards the end on the 3 quavers at the end, with the 3 eighth notes at the end. Add an up bow on the first one. And then in the fourth line, the long tied A here, I'm playing with the second finger. And that is specifically relevant if you can play vibrato, because that is the reason why we changed to a second finger there. And then I'm adding an up bow here on the single quaver, the single eighth note that follows. Then I've put a little slur in here between the A and the C sharp. And then on the next line I'm playing an up bow here. By all means pause this video if you want to take your time to write this in. Then I'll continue and I'll have a second finger here on the long A. And then I'm retaking the bow on the C sharp and I'm playing a down bow there. And I'm also going to play this next section in the second position. So first finger here on the C sharp. And then the last 2 notes of this line I'm going to be slurring. There we go. Then the penultimate line I'm playing a first finger on the B, so I'm going back to the first position here. And I'm playing a down bow, so that's a retake here on the C sharp. And then finally 2 more little things. I'm slurring these last 2 notes just before the end. Dotted crotchet and quaver have a slur, and then I'm playing a second finger on the last note. And that's it. Then you've written all your fingerings and your bowings in. So let's play it. So let me count us in, and I'm going to count 1, 2, da da da. We're going to play 1, 2. Retake the bow. Retake the bow, and now I'm going to the second position on the first finger. Let's hold it here a moment. And for those of you unfamiliar with the second position, I would definitely give it a go here, because it means when we play in the second position here, we can play all of these notes on the A string. And whilst that might be a bit strange at first, it is much better for technique, but also it sounds much nicer when you play all these notes with the same timbre in the sound, you see. When you play this in the first position, you've got to go to the E string and then most likely play an open E after the F sharp. And it's just much more stylish and much more mellow in sound when you can play this starting on the first finger. So let's give it a go, shall we? 1, 2. Now move back to the first position. Retake the bow. What a lovely old-fashioned song. Well done for joining me and for trying that second position. That's really very good. And why not use your Christmas carols to do a bit of position practice? I always do that quite a lot, and that is usually very effective. So thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.